Hello everybody, good morning and welcome back. Today we're going to be studying lesson 14, and And as usual, this lesson comes from the book English Pronunciation Made Simple by Paulette Dale and Lillian Palms. The overview for the video is very simple. We will begin with a description of the sounds, some pronunciation problems as usual, some example words at the beginning, in the middle, and at the end of words, a few exercises from that chapter, and some reading practice that I will be modeling for you so you can go home and practice it and repeat it and so on and so forth. So let's begin with basics. These two sounds, they might look intimidating if you see their transcriptions, and I'm going to begin by giving you the description for them. The sound is a mid-central and tense rounded vowel, and it is the vowel that you use to pronounce words such as bird. You can see how my lips are tense when I say bird, or girl, or world. You can see the tension of my lips and my tongue. You cannot see my tongue, but there is tension of the lips and tension of the tongue. The other sound in the sound is a mid-central. You can see it here. This one, which they also call a schwa plazar. It's a mid-central lax unrounded vowel. Sorry, here's a mistake. It's an unrounded vowel. It's unrounded because you don't round your lips, and so that's the sound that you produce when you say words such as mother. You know, the last syllable, mother, father. So that's a mid-central lax unrounded vowel. If we go to the book on page, let's see, 62, you will find some example words which I'm going to be reading and modeling for you, like I said. And before I do that, I want to speak about some pronunciation problems for the two sounds. With the sound, the stressed one, the tense one, the problem is that this sound doesn't exist in many languages of the world, and so many students get confused and they substitute it by other sounds. And another pronunciation problem is that there are some clusters which tend to be problematic. So, for example, the word girl, the earl sound, cluster or combination, that's very complicated. Or the word world, because you have world. And so that's problematic sometimes. For the schwa plazar, or the mid-central lax and rounded vowel, which is here, for that sound, the problem is that a lot of people confuse it with the mid-central tense rounded vowel, and that is a problem because they end up producing a totally different sound. Another problem here is that in British English, in most varieties of the English spoken in the United Kingdom, the sound, the unstressed one, is dropped at the end of words. So, for example, instead of saying flower, they say flower. Instead of saying mother, they say mother. And that also happens word medially when the syllable is not stressed. So, for example, instead of flower pot, they might say things like flower pot. And that is totally normal. Like I have been saying in this course, English is a very diverse language, but I wanted to draw your attention to that so that you're ready in case you hear it. Now, let's look at some examples for the sound, which has this symbol. By the way, these sounds receive many names, and before I go on to give you the words, I'm going to give you the names. In case you're curious, this one here, the mid-central tense rounded vowel, is also called reversed epsilon plus R, because if you look at it, it looks like an epsilon, but just reversed, plus a little, like a hook, like a little ponytail on top. And it's also called a right hook reversed epsilon, as you can see here, right hook reversed epsilon. If these names sound too technical for you, just call it reversed epsilon plus R, because I know that right hook reversed epsilon is probably longer. This one here, the unstressed one, is a mid-central accent round the vowel, like I said, and it's often called schwa or schwa plus R, or if you want to sound fancier and more technical, it's called a rhotic schwa. Okay, so let's look at some example words at the beginning, in the middle, and at the end on pages 62 and 64. On 62, you will find the example words for the sound. At the beginning, you have words such as urge, herb, although you can also say herb. Um, earn, earth, early, urban, earnest, irk. Notice that it's not urge or erb or earn, that's earn, earn. And as a matter of fact, earn is also homophones with earn, urna in Spanish. Earth, not earth, but earth. Early, not early, but early, right? There is rounding of your lips, and it's a very tense vowel. In the middle of words, you have examples such as turn, word. So probably not ward, because a ward is a different thing. You can find wards in hospitals, but word, verb, third, curve, learn, circus, not circus, but circus, Thursday. And at the end of words, you have examples such as fur, sir. So not sir, but sir. And then her, and then occur, not occur. I hear that mistake a lot. Occur, prefer, stir, per, and defer. And I'm going to show you a few example words for the other vowel sound, the mid-central lax unrounded vowel, which is on page, the examples are on page 64. So in the middle of words. Notice how my lips are more relaxed here and there is no tension. And it's a very quick sound. So you have liberty, liberty, burr, 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 burr. And then you have perhaps. Why is this lax? Because the accent goes in haps, and that causes this sound to become weaker. So you have perhaps. And then surprise, sir, 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 sir. Not sir, but sir. Okay? Then you have butterfly. I was telling you that in British English, you're most likely to find butterfly. Flower pot, understood, right? At the end of words, you have baker, butter, mirror, mother, sooner, teacher, deliver, weather. Okay, here's a fun fact. If it's any consolation to you, the vowel does not occur at the beginning of words. If you are in doubt and if you are wondering, does this happen? Is this an or an sound? Then you might conclude that if it's at the beginning of words, it's never going to be an sound. So I'm thinking about words such as earn and early. That's always going to be the other sound, the tense one. All right, the mid-central tense rounded So here we go. The next step in this video is to show you a little bit about, the check yourself exercises on pages 63 and 65. Now, this one, check yourself, what you have to do here is, this one is on 63. What you're going to do is look at the sentences and then work. If we were in a classroom, you would work with a partner, not anymore. So what you're going to do here is complete the sentences with the words on top. So for example, the girl wore a purple what? You choose the word that makes sense grammatically and semantically to you. Semantically means in terms of meaning. So the next one says the Germans bake good what? Is it good turkeys, good verbs? That would be crazy. Or good bird? That would be ungrammatical. So you look for the word that fits. At Thanksgiving, we serve, and then, whether church or curly or turkey, you choose. All right? So that's the purpose of this activity. What I'm going to do is read the rest of the sentences, emphasizing the sound for you. Okay, so number 4 says, some people worship in a, you complete the sentence. I heard the chirping of the, number 6. Another word for handbag is, number 7. A permanent makes your hair, this one is not her, but hair with an epsilon, okay? I prefer the scent of that. Of that what? Number 9, you should learn your nouns and probably desserts. Nope, just kidding. You choose the right word. 10, a person collects unemployment when he is out of. Okay, so that's it. Let's go now to page 64 to do the other check yourself, or to give instructions for the other check yourself exercise, okay? Is it 64 or is it 65? Let me double check. According to me, it's 65. I'm sorry. Yes. So what you need to do here is read the words aloud and circle those words that are pronounced with the sound, the weak one, the lax one. So here we have a set which is acre, shirt, and afternoon. So acre, and afternoon, because you have the tur here, which is lax. So here I go. Return, supper, purple. Okay. 2. Enter, curtain, dirty. 3. Third, backward, inform. Number 4, nurse, soldier, pleasure. 5. Silver, weather, Saturday. Let's see if there is more on the next page. No. And the last thing I'm going to do for you guys is read these two texts so that you can practice them at home. Oh, this is from last class. Ignore that, please. The next thing I'm going to do is read these two texts, which are on pages 64 and 66, for you to practice the target sounds. The first one is on page 64, like I said, and the target sound here is the the tense one, right? The mid, central, tense, rounded vowel sound. Here I go. The turkey. Notice my lips when I pronounce these words. Paying attention to the words in bold, okay? So here I go. Everyone learns about the early settlers who journeyed to America. These pilgrims celebrated their first Thanksgiving feast with the famous turkey. One Native American name for turkey is furkey, and this may have been now how the bird got its name. Turkey is always served for Thanksgiving dinner on the fourth Thursday in each November, but it is certain to please on other occasions. Age will determine the taste of a turkey. An older male or younger girl turkey is preferred. Turkeys are nourishing and can be turned into versatile meals. You can also say versatile. There is some work involved in cooking a turkey, I can bet. But it is worth the trouble. The world concurs that Americans prepare most superb turkeys. Okay? And let me give you the second reading, which targets the other sound. Okay? The mid, central, lax, unrounded Mother Goose. Mother Goose was supposed to be an older lady who told popular rhymes to younger children. Printers and publishers put together these familiar rhymes. Some were finger plays such as tinker, tailor, soldier, sailor, rich man, poor man, beggar man, thief. Many remember such favorites as Little Jack Horner sat in the corner eating his Christmas pie. The King of England's stewards was called Jack Horner. He was the messenger who may have delivered a Christmas pie with hidden papers back inside. Whether or not we believe these colorful tales, we know that nursery rhymes are wonderful. And that is, my folks, the end of lesson 14. Of course, this is a quick summary. You're supposed to study the whole lesson and, send me your questions via WhatsApp or Teams, and I'll be here, right? Today is Tuesday, May the 5th. Time flies. And I'll be here from 10 to 12 in case you need to reach me with questions or pronunciation issues. I hope you enjoyed this lesson and do write to me if you're having any questions. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.